All right, it's 9:45, so I suggest we start. Welcome to Swedish Mining Innovation Program Day 2021. I mean, this will be a terrific day. We will be around 100 persons today, dropping in, dropping out. Hopefully a lot of you can be in the meeting for quite some time. We will have a short introduction about the Swedish Mining Innovation Program. We will be able to listen to selected ongoing activities. We will have this year's 2 winners from our innovation idea competition, and we will of course see about 30 presentations that is ongoing right now. And me who will moderate and guide you through this day is Niklas Dahlström. I work in the program office, and I really looking forward to see this. So that will be great. The time is a bit limited, and of course you need to do that when you have a digital meeting as we have today. So please give each other applause. We will record the event, so if anybody has a problem with that, don't use your camera, but if you like, please use your camera. We will see if we will have some sort of lack of the Wi-Fi or whatever, but hopefully not. It's good if you want to send chats to each other and for us in the program office, because we will not be able to have that many questions asked or answers. And during the break, of course, keep in contact to each other, and we will let the meeting be ongoing. So if we will have any small talk there, or if you give each other a ring, please do so as well. You see the program here. We will start now as we have, and we will continue until 20 to 3 this afternoon. So most welcome again. And now our program director, Jenny Greberg, will have a few words. Please, Jenny, welcome.
Thank you, Niklas, and good morning, everyone. My name is Jenny Greberg, as Niklas said, and I am program director for the Swedish Mining Innovation Program. And I will use a few minutes of our tight schedule today to talk a little bit about the program. Most of you already know about our program, but for those of you who don't, I will say a few words. So our program is one out of 17 national strategic innovation programs, also called SIPs. And in this image, ours is called STRIM, and that was our previous name. We were among the first 5 that started in 2013. And these programs are planned to have a life length of 12 years. So we have a few years left. And as you can see, there are other SIPs. So if you haven't discovered these already, please check them out as well to see if there are any opportunities that suits you in any of these other SIPs. All of these are, of course, funded by Vinnova, Energimyndigheten, and Formas, should mention it. So our program, the Swedish Mining Innovation Program, as I said, was launched in 2013. It's industry-driven, meaning that we should say probably partner-driven is a better word. It's driven by our partners, by us, and we're doing what the partners needs. Of course, we're keeping the frames that Vinnova has told us to do and our goals that we have stated to Vinnova when we applied for this program. And it is open to anyone who can contribute to the goals of the program and the vision that we have. The funding in the program comes from public funding at least, or 50%, and then at least 50% from the partners. And the total budget we have had so far in our program is approximately 520 million Swedish crowns. We have funded about 200 projects, and we have worked with a little bit more than 190 partners. And Luleå University of Technology is our host organization. This is a national program, and as all the others, we have a host organization. So what we do, it's not only research and innovation projects. We also have a leverage call that Lawrence will talk more about later. We do run strategic projects that are important to drive innovation in Sweden, but not perfectly suitable in an open call, such as, for instance, roadmaps. The fossil-free roadmap is one of them, as an example. We also have a very popular doctoral student network for all doctoral students in Sweden and also outside Sweden that are working in any field related to mining. We run some symposiums, workshops, and conferences. We have our annual Swedish Mining Research and Innovation Day, and we also have thematic workshops throughout the year. And we have an annual ID competition. That's a really exciting event in June every year. We also have an award for the best Swedish mining innovation this year. And this award will be presented at Svemin's höstmöte in November this year. We also work some with internationalization to have more international companies in our projects. And few words about something very important that's going to happen this year, or actually beginning of next year. In May 2022, we will launch the next version of our National Strategic Research and Innovation Roadmap. And the work will start soon. And in January, there will be open workshops for all partners, for everyone in the cluster, so that I would like to just encourage all of you to participate in this and keep an eye out for invitations to these workshops. So thank you. And this is us. Please connect with us on social media. Contact us if you have any questions or any ideas or whatever. And follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter. And of course, our newsletter. That's really important.
Okay, my name is Lawrence Hooey, and I am Technology and Innovation Manager for Swedish Mining Innovation. You just saw a nice reclam film for our open call, which is entitled Sustainable Production and Resource Efficiency in the Mining and Metals Producing Industry. And that's our main open call for the year. The thematic areas that we cover are covered in, Jenny just mentioned the roadmap. They're all covered in the roadmap. And you see we have technical areas from exploration through mining, minerals processing, reclamation, environmental performance. But as well, we have also social aspects in terms of workplaces attracting personnel, qualified personnel, gender and diversity, and social license to operate, or mining in society, let's say. So those thematic areas are all included within our open call, and you can read them in the roadmap that we have. We have focus challenges for this year's call, and you can see here on the list, sustainability of exploration, mining and metals production, circularity, turning products to waste, and that includes technical development, legal policy frameworks, business models, and so on. Energy efficiency and CO2 reduction, waste management, including safe tailings dams, construction management, lower environmental impact, in particular to air, water, and water treatment and recycle. I'll note that the participation of SMEs and international actors is encouraged. International actors are not eligible for funding, however, but they contribute to co-financing that you need. We have three project types. The pre-study, which is designed to, let's say, set you up to do a full scale or a larger project, a pilot and demo project. And these have up to 500,000 crowns in funding. It can be done by one organization and a maximum of 6 months. Then we have two, let's say, two bigger types of projects, full scale innovation projects. and pilot and demo projects, which each have up to 15 million SEK in funding and require 50% co-financing. That means if you go for 15 million, you need a total budget of 30 million SEK. So these are large projects if you're going for. That's up to that amount. You can obviously apply for less than 15 million. And both project types have a maximum of 3-year duration. The full-scale innovation is more flexible in terms of going to a lower TRL and then trying to raise the TRL, and then pilot and demo projects are aimed at piloting in a relevant environment or better. So that's the main project types. As mentioned earlier, the open call closes the 11th of November, so that's not long away. And I draw your attention to the leverage call, or we call in Swedish planeringsbidrag, which now you can apply for if you're going to make an application to Rise to Europe or some other international program. We can find up to 300,000 crowns to make your application, to help you build your application. It's been very effective in helping people to raise their hit rate when they're making applications. So I will close it there and say those are my contact details. So please give me a call if you need to discuss these calls. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Lawrence. Perfect, and a very clear and good introduction, I think. The next speaker for us will be Rebecca Hollertz from Vinnova. Hi, Rebecca, I see you there.
Hey, Niklas. Good morning.
Hey. Morning, and morning all of you who just dropped in as well. I see we are quite a lot of people in the meeting, but Rebecca, the stage is yours. Most welcome.
Thank you, Niklas. So good morning, everyone. My name is Rebecca Hollertz, and I work at Vinnova, which is the Swedish Innovation Agency. And at Vinnova, I work in the area called Sustainable Industry, which also hosts Swedish Mining Innovation. From this year, this is a new area because from this year we have reorganized in 10 new areas, which are focusing on societal challenges and on innovation capabilities. And the purpose of the new structure is to be able to promote innovation at all stages, to transform entire systems and to make the transition to a sustainable future. In the area sustainable industry, we have identified 4 different impact goals that all our activities should contribute to. And these are climate neutral and circular production, resource efficient and resilient value chains, global competitiveness, and as a socially sustainable industry. Very much in line with the activities in Swedish Mining Innovation. And the area has also increased the financing the coming years of the strategic innovation programs to enable these larger calls and projects which we hope will make a greater impact. And that's because we believe that the strategic innovation programs and Swedish Mining Innovation, of course, and also all the projects here are important tools that will contribute to our goals and to the transformation to a sustainable industry. And I'm very much looking forward to hear the presentations today from the project and to listen to their describing their part in contributing to this goal, to the Swedish Mining Innovation goals, and to a sustainable industry. So looking forward. Thank you, Niklas.
Thanks a lot, Rebecca. And I mean, we will see through our projects today that we are really try our best to work for a different sustainable solutions to meet the society's needs. And we much appreciate is that we have the chance to push those money forward in the ecosystem. So yeah, that's great. So thanks for good cooperation, and maybe we will hear more from you later on today.
Thank you.
We will not now, if you stop sharing your screen, Rebecca. We will not now already start to see different projects. We will actually start it with 2 selected ongoing activities. And the first who we will have as a present is Melinda from RISE. She and her team are helping us a lot with our work with including innovation. So please, Melinda, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. I'm going to start, as everyone else these days, by sharing my screen. My name is Melinda, and I work at RISE, Research Institutes of Sweden, and we have been working with Swedish Mining Innovation the last year, and we will continue to do so. So I'm going to talk a bit about what we've done and what's about to happen. I work at a unit called Societal Transformation and Prototyping Societies, and I'm an expert in norm-critical innovation and inclusive innovation. So I always include that perspective in my projects because I know it adds value. The question we asked was, how can we use gender equality as a tool to create better projects and reach out to a more diverse target group? And this we started with last spring, and we did some education. Every funded project this spring, we had a workshop where we talked about non-critical innovation, inclusive innovation, gender equality, and how you can include that in your project. And we also have educated the Swedish Mining Innovation Program office, the jury to the innovation idea competition, in bias confirmation, inclusive innovation, gender equality, etc. To work with those aspects through the whole Swedish mining innovation process. And we had some extra focus on the innovation idea competition where we looked into text and pictures, etc. On the web and the criteria for applying for the innovation idea competition. And Swedish Mining Innovation has quite good numbers when it comes to applying projects, but when it comes to the innovation idea competition, we don't seem to attract women to apply as much as we would hope to. So all these impacts that we tried to do, we made some improvement, but not as much as we would like to do. So then we had a big talk in the steering committee, and what can we do more to achieve those goals to more gender equal business. And we kind of narrow it down to, we will have to continue this work, review, refine the innovation idea competition regarding to gender equality aspects. We have to continue continuous improvements in communication. But we also have to look into other ways to reach new target groups. And the idea competition often, as we said before, don't reach women in as much as we would hope. So maybe we need to look into a new fora for that to happen. And we also realized that projects that are applying for innovation projects actually wants more knowledge about how they can work with gender inclusion and inclusive innovation, and they need it as well. So then we kind of landed in two different main activities that we are working on right now. And one of them is a design sprint to conduct a new event that attracts a new wider target group, especially women, because we think that this will be needed. So we're kind of working on how this event will be. So we're design sprinting a design sprint, kind of. And hopefully this will be launched later on this year or in the beginning of 2022 and be finished by spring. So that's we're really looking forward to that. And we also, and the objectives of the design sprint is to find a sustainability challenge that we need to solve and establish this new kind of event. Another thing that we are doing, we are launching a digital education platform for inclusive innovation. This one will be launched in May 2022. And it will be open for everyone that wants to apply for a project. And there will also be some guidance and coaching for the project. So we're really looking forward to launching this because the projects want it, we want it, and Swedish Mining Innovation wants it. So it's perfect. Thank you. That was all I had to say.
Thanks, Melinda, and so much appreciate the work you and your team has helped us with, because I mean, it's not we at the program office who need this, even if we want it, and it has been a great eye-opener. But if we shall be able to take the challenges that our societies tells our business and other businesses to do, I mean, we need to be better in this. We need to attract different kind of people and young talents into our business, because it's not an easy thing to do all the things we need to do the next 2, 5, 10 and 15 years from now. So yeah, much appreciated, and please welcome to stay the whole session if you have time for that. Maybe we can come back later on as well. Another thing that is very, very important for us here at the Swedish Mining Innovation is our Swedish Mining Innovation PhD student network. And it's great for us to have, I mean, you are not young talents, but you are talents and you are moving up in our ecosystems, and we so much need your skills, competence and energy. And within this PhD network, we have seen a lot of ideas popping up in different ways, and of course, interesting both for startups, but as well for our larger companies and organizations. And Filip Siman, you are quite new in your position as responsible for the PhD network, ain't you?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so most welcome to share on the screen, and the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Let's see if I can get all of this running. My screen is hopefully visible now. So hello, and my name is, as Niklas said, Filip Siman, and I will be presenting the Swedish Mining Innovation PhD student network. So the question about who we are these people here. We have the network owners, who are Lawrence Hooey and Therese Albrecht. Then we have network coordinator Nils Jansson, and then me, the assistant network coordinator. And then we also have our steering group with Lawrence, Federico, Ian, Eric and Karin. But most importantly, of course, we are our members. We would not exist without our members. And as of today, we are 50 PhD student members who have joined so far, and then a few of them have completed their PhDs. So we have 41 currently active members, and this is an increase of 6 members since March of 2021. It's fine to say that in the start, 2019, we had a goal of achieving just 20 student members, and within a year we had completely reached this and achieved double. So we had 40 members by 2020. So it was very fun to see the engagement from our members. They come from a diversity of universities and a diversity of research subjects, from all kinds of technical studies to social sciences and political sciences. And as of now, I think actually just recently, we gained our first foreign member from a non-Swedish university. So the objective of our network is to increase the collaboration and contacts between PhD students, and this is also from different thematic areas, including the social sciences. We want to increase the contacts and the interactions between PhD students, industry, and other stakeholders. We want to increase the students' understanding and awareness of the industry challenges. We want to increase the access to qualified personnel in industry and academia. And then finally, we want to give a broader perspective of the industry and mining in society. To achieve these objectives, we organize a diversity of activities for our student members. And all these activities, they are fully funded by SMI. So that means the travels and accommodations, meals, transport, all that is funded by SMI. Unfortunately, as of now, we cannot fund abroad student members. So it's only within Sweden that we can fund all the transports and travels. And then for the next funding period, 2021 to 2022, we are planning to have, or we aim to have, at least 5 activities. And what kind of activities are we imagining? Well, our past workshops have involved site visits to Gällivare with mines around there. So ITIC run by Boliden and Malmberget run by LKAB. In February 2020, we had site visits to Zinkgruvan and the Epiroc facilities in Örebro. And then, of course, as we're all aware, we had a terrible pandemic which came, and we are forced into this virtual platform. And in September 2020, we had our first virtual meetup where we had presentations and discussions with industry, consulting companies, academia, and government agencies to learn a bit more about their activities. And then in March, April 2021, we had a virtual session with presentations from our PhD student members about their mining-related ongoing research. As for future workshops, we are planning one, which will be in a month, November 2021, which will be also virtual, and it will be a mining career week, including a sort of personal branding workshop from the LTU Career Week or Career Center. And then there will be a second part where mining companies and organizations will be able to come in and give presentations on the future workforce and what that will look like and what's important. Finally, we are discussing ideas for the next coming 3 events as well for next year, and we want to transition back to physical meetups again and hope to do site visits to, or just visits to key Swedish mining districts in the area. And that is all I had to say about SMI PhD Student Network, and I'd thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to the rest of this day. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Filip. We are sitting here from the program office, and I mean, we are see all those thumbs up. I mean, you are doing a great job, all of you in the network, and like you said, you have ramped up so quickly, and we can see from international partners that they are really interesting about how we as a program are doing that, and of course, especially how you attract so many people and PhDs from different universities in Sweden. So keep up the good job. Jenny, will you say something about this before we
again continue? Thank you, Filip, and I think this is one of our most important things that we're doing within the program, because like Niklas said, you are the future a little bit for our industry, and given in the light of what's happening in our industry and in the base industry in northern Sweden and also in the rest of Sweden, we need more of you, more PhD students in related fields. So this is also please to all of you listening to this, if you know any PhD students that are working in related areas, please ask them to contact Filip and join the network. We think that in the future, looking back, this network will be very, very valuable for those who were in it. And you will hopefully keep this contact even after you graduated and will become sort of the knowledge base in Sweden related to this. So please encourage more to join this great network. And thank you, Filip.
Thank you very much.
Yes, all thumbs up. All right, everybody. I mean, we have had a terrific start at this program day, if I can say what I think about it. I mean, we know quite a lot of the different projects before, but you give us a lot of energy and each other a lot of energy.